Hello there. Most of us are well aware of what happened to Harry Houdini, but if you are not, here it is. Harry was punched 4 times in the stomach, which, with addition to his past surgeries, caused him to rupture his appendix and die on October 31st in Detroit, Michigan. We were lucky enough to have an interview with him before this happened. Thank you for watching, and here it is. Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Tonight on Mackenzie Midnights, we are welcoming to the show one of the greatest magicians and escape artists of this era, Mr. Harry Houdini. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Houdini.
Please, call me Harry. But yes, thanks for having me.
So first, give us a little bit about your childhood. I'm assuming your childhood was as good as things are today. Was life always sunshine and rainbows?
Actually, it was the opposite. Things were pretty tough as a kid. I was born in Budapest, Hungary. Beautiful city, by the way, if you ever get to go there. But when I was about 4 years old, my family and I moved to a little city called Appleton, Wisconsin.
And after this, you clearly did not stay there. What was your move after a life in Wisconsin?
So yes, when I was about 13 years old, my father and I, we moved to New York City, and then we did a few side jobs here and there.
And what inspired you to start what you're doing today?
Okay, so what happened was, first off, I was 17. I was born under the name of Eric Wise, which that really wasn't the best name. I changed it to fit the magic persona kind of fit. And then I saw a trapeze show when I first got in New York City, and I knew I just loved the life of the performing and just being up on that stage and seeing people be happy. So I decided to pick up a talent that people would entertain, and necessarily I picked magic because it's just an easy thing to pick up.
Okay. So tell me, what was the first trick that made you realize that you possibly had a future in this act that you performed?
Alright, so basically, I'm not exactly sure how I got my hands on a pair of these, but I had a pair of handcuffs, and I would just play with them and figure out how I could get out of them really quickly, and apparently people thought that was entertaining.
See, they didn't think so. So, how did your act become so world-renowned?
So there was a man named Martin Beck. He's a great man, by the way. He actually signed me to a really good performing deal, and it had me touring all over Europe.
That's awesome. And might I add, who is that lady on stage with you, helping you during all your performances?
That would be my beautiful wife, Beatrice Houdini. She's super helpful and supportive with all that I do.
That's always nice to have someone with you all the time. What would you say is your most popular act that you perform?
Alright, so I perform this act. It's called the Chinese Water Torture Chamber. It's where it involves me getting into ankle shackles, and they hoist me up by my feet, and then I get put into a chamber full of water by head first, and I have to get out.
Oh, wow. And why do you think people like this act so much?
This act shows sleight of hand, skill, and overall speed, and it just shows off how I can do things that people can't. Even the orchestra would play suspenseful music as I would do certain things in the act.
Yeah. Wow. So actually, a member of my crew here saw something where you escaped a jail enclosed by an iron gate. How in the world do you do it?
Are you serious? If a man like me told people what I do every day, I'd be broke right now.
Pardon me, Harry. Everyone is just in awe by what you do, that it's just unreal at times. So it seems like you spend a lot of your time practicing your magic, but is there anything else you enjoy besides magic?
Actually, I bought my first plane in 1909, and I learned to fly.
A plane?
I also launched a film, which will come out in theaters in about 3 months. And it's about all of my acts that I do, and a little bit more of a sneak peek on how I do them, but I'm not going to give you all my secrets.
I cannot wait to see it. And I've read a few of your books, and believe it or not, we have a quote here from one of your books, which says, "What the eyes see and the ears hear, the mind believes." Could you maybe tell us what you mean by this quote?
Yeah, overall, I think it just means to think out of the box. It's not always about doing what people think is good. It's doing your own good, and eventually, people will turn to like it. And then when they turn to like it, it'll just become a normal.
Well, that's about all the time we have tonight. Thank you, and see you tomorrow where we talk to another popular figure of this era.